Okay, I've got 6 of you here, and I believe more are joining in. Okay, so ACCA, let me introduce the world of ACCA to you. It's a global qualification. It's a qualification which is offered by the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, and this body, it's a UK body. The word chartered means that it has been given the royal assent, similar to any act of parliament passed in India. So it's first of all, it's recognized by the government of UK, and globally it gives out the ACCA qualification. It's a global body for professional accountants, right? Like you have the ICAI in India, which gives you the chartered accountancy body. Similarly, the global accounting body is the ACCA, the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants of UK, right? Now, ACCA, it aims to offer business relevant first choice qualification to people of application. Now, why do I say first choice? It's not that it is just that I'm promoting this. Why do I say first choice? Is because in majority of the countries across the globe, you will find that this qualification, you just recently passed class 12, you're thinking to pursue ACCA. That's great. That's great. That's great. So not that I am the one just promoting this. It is proven with survey, with results, that this ACCA body, for example, if you look at Singapore, the maximum people who are accountants there, they've completed their ACCA or they are in the process of completing their ACCA. And not just us, all around the globe, the big organizations, the biggest of them, they are hiring ACCAs because they know the rigor, they know the kind of professional standards and the kind of the examination and the work experience that an ACCA gets once you guys are in this course. So ACCA is definitely, it's a global course. It's a global course. It's for those who are into commerce stream or who have just passed class 10. So this FIA route, this the route that we are going to talk about today. This route is specifically for people who have passed the class 10th. Class 10th, you're in class 11th, you're in class 12th, apply for FIA. This is the fastest route to becoming an ACCA. Myself, I am also an ACCA member, and all I can tell you from my own experience, life has skyrocketed ever since I became an ACCA, and it was very different prior to that. Okay, I think I've got 2 questions. And also during the time that I speak, if you guys want, you can just start giving out your questions. Just not that it doesn't have to be it's not a monologue. It's a conversation that we are going to have for the next few minutes, next few maybe probably an hour, right? So it cannot be a monologue. You have to keep giving me your questions. Okay. So 2 takeaways: global body, and secondly, all across the globe, this is the first choice of qualification. If you look at Singapore, 35% of qualified accountants, of all qualified accountants, are ACCAs. If you look at Big Fours, maximum people working into audit, working into taxation, working into management consulting, working into various things, they are ACCAs, because the kind of rigor, the kind of course that has been that has been developed over the years, it's been 115 years. Okay, we've got a question: how to start ACCA after class 10th? I'm pursuing commerce in 11th standard presently, so I think you are the best fit for starting this qualification through the FIA route, which we are going to talk about today. And you can get in touch with us. We will guide you how to start. There is not much that is required. If you are already in class 10th, so then you can directly get, if you've already qualified class 10th, you can just start with the FIA route, right? So 2 things: global course and first choice. It is the first choice. So Avijit, we'll be talking about that same. Is ACCA jobs available in India with good amount of salary? I can tell you in the last 24 hours, more than 100 jobs have been posted. So in the last 24 hours, if for a single course, more than 100 jobs have been posted. You know, there are so many requirements for an ACCA in India. And I can tell you, so many of my own students, they are doing so well post their ACCA skill level, post sometimes even after their knowledge level. You know, right after they clear the BT, MA, FA, and they start with a job. I've seen those students as well, and they are doing brilliantly well in India. The average package, which we will discuss in this presentation, average package, you cannot even believe it. The kind of average packages that the ACCA gives you. So how to start? To start with, you'll have to contact us. You'll have so we'll be as we begin. Maybe I'll answer that question. So this FIA, it's a group of qualifications, right, which gives you a solid understanding of the fundamentals of financial management and reporting, and it enables you to speak the language of business right after class 10th. Now, yesterday, I was in a meeting with a bank branch manager, and that person, you know, just from my own example, I'm trying to tell you, I was in a meeting and he was a branch manager. So his job is to open current accounts and savings account. So as an ACCA, as a chartered accountant, I started explaining him, you know, that this recent acquisition of Adani and NDTV. And he said, oh my God, I don't understand. What is this convertible debentures and all? But imagine, you start understanding these things. You start speaking this language right after grade 10th, right after class 10th. So if you can start speaking this language, just imagine how far ahead are you. You have financial education, you have financial freedom right after class 12. The moment what we are preparing you is that, you know, you start in after class 10th, appear for 3 papers in 2 years. By the time you finish class 12, you will be already good to go with 2 certificates, foundations in accountancy and diploma in accounting. So 2 certificates already with you, and it gives you an edge over all the others who might, you know, who have missed the bus. Then they'll be going through some other route. But this FIA, foundations in accountancy, this is your fastest route. And you asked me about jobs. You know, job, if you look out for jobs, just go to Google, go to LinkedIn, type ACCA jobs. You'll find so many jobs, but the number of ACCAs are not there. Just today, I got a call from one of the big 5 organizations, but I told them I'm not interested because I'm into L&D, and that was for some other profile. So, you know, there are so many jobs that are available. You know, for 5 years ago, when we used to think about ACCA, we used to, you know, think that whether we'll get a job or not. But in today's day and age, you know, you don't. If you are an ACCA, you have the badge. You have that badge of ACCA, and that's it makes you so proud. And the moment you show that badge, that, you know, I'm an ACCA, so the industry respects you for the rigor that you've gone through, for the kind of training that you've gone through, and the kind of, you know, in life, network is everything. You must have heard people saying network is net worth. So what ACCA gives you, a huge network of alumni. You know, I was reading somewhere that, you know, if you cannot replace your job in 4 weeks, you don't have a good network. But here, you will not need 4 weeks to replace your job. I mean, everyone is, you know, once you are an ACCA, you're very valuable to a company, right? So get an edge over your peers and other courses. So probably they'll have to, if they're doing BTech or if they're doing some other thing, they'll have to spend those 4 years before they can, you know, start to become financially free. But you become financially free right after class 12. You start earning. Maybe you are into Big Four. One of my students is in Big Four. He's just Anu Man. He's raised a hand. Yes, Anu, tell me. Anu Man.
Satya, the students won't be able to unmute themselves. I request all the students to please pour in your queries in the chat box so that we can read out your query and then answer.
Yes, please keep doing it. Please keep doing it. Okay. Okay, I've got a few questions. I'm going to start answering them before we move on to the next slide. So just two more points very quickly before I answer your questions. So it gives you flexibility because you can appear for one paper at a time. So you can choose your own pace. For example, for me, I attempted two papers at a time and I qualified. I had some exemptions, so I took a far less time. But I did it at my own pace. Secondly, you get exemptions, right? You get exemptions if you are, say, if you are 12th qualified and you are in BCom, right? So there are some exemptions that you get once you are in BCom third year. So there are different exemptions on different basis. For FIA route, once you are done with FIA route, you get 3 exemptions. So don't have to appear for the first 3 papers. Once you are done with the FIA route, through the FIA route, right after class 12, you enter knowledge level. So now I'm going to start answering questions. Sir, I'm in BBA first year. How I start my preparation for ACCA? First of all, you have to get registered for ACCA, Sham, buddy, you have to get yourself registered with VGLD, and then the process is very smooth. So you can connect with us. If you're in BBA, probably you'll have to start with the BT, MA and FA program and then move on to the knowledge level. Please explain the process. So the process is very simple. If you're in class 10th, you want to register through the FIA route, we will register you, get in touch with us. We will just need your class 10 certificates and your, I think some ID card we will need and class 10 certificate. That's it. And you need to ensure that you take commerce in the class 11 so that you get, when you take commerce and you are doing the FIA route, you get synergy, right? What is the FIA route? FIA is the foundations in accountancy, which means while you are in school, you are able to complete a substantial part of the 13 papers that you have to do. As an ACC, you have to pass 13 papers, right? Avijit again, I'm based outside India pursuing class 11th then great. Have you taken commerce? You can connect with us and we can register you for FIA, which will not be very difficult. It is a very smooth process. You can definitely start the FIA route, Avijit. The FIA route means that right in school, you can start to become a professional, right? Neeraj, how to start ACCA? ACCA again, it depends on which stage you are on. So probably if you are already in college, then you'll have to go the regular route. If you're in class 10, then you can go through the FIA route, for which VGLD is giving you special discounts and special subscriptions. Please, I request you all to be there till the end of this session because we are going to discuss very important things. We are going to discuss very, very important things. And I request you all to be there in this session. Yes, I've taken commerce. That's great. Then we can probably register you, Avijit. Abdul is asking, I'm a working professional with 5 years of work experience. Okay, that's great. And not a graduate. And my current job is not related to finance and accounting. How you want me to get through this? See, I've got students who were never into finance and accounts, but to advance their career. So there is a comparison that we do of graduates versus those who have taken up ACCA, and you will not believe that the path through ACCA is 30%. There's a 30% there's a 30% more chance that you're going to climb that corporate ladder quickly, right? There's more chance that you're going to climb that ladder quickly being just a graduate or just a class 12th pass student or something. So it does not matter what was your background. You can still start with ACCA. So it's really a very flexible course in that sense. It's quite flexible. Abdul, I hope I have answered your question. Neeraj says he's in college BSc. Avijit, okay, you're welcome. Avijit, you're welcome. So Abdul, you can definitely register for ACCA, and once you are in ACCA, you get a faster growth in your career. For example, if I tell you 3 years ago, I had never thought that such a growth would come to my own career. it was next to impossible, right? So, you'll once you are into ACCA and then you get into that finance and accounting domain, then sky is the limit for you. There is definitely so many jobs that are there. Deloitte is hiring, KPMG is hiring on a regular basis, Grant Thornton is hiring, PwC, obviously SDC and PwC hire a lot of ACCAs. So, there is no dearth of jobs, and it does not matter. So if you are whatever you are earning currently, you can double that up in the next 1 year. How? You can take up ACCA. You can clear ACCA if you study with full focus. You can complete it in 2 years, 2 to 2.5 years. And once you do that, obviously an ACCA qualified with the 5 years of experience that you have. So in your PER, you'll have to show 5 years of experience, and after that you will become a member. So average salary in India for a member is 10 to 12 lakhs. So that's the kind of salaries we are looking at once you are an ACCA. So there is a number that's given to you by a ma'am. You can definitely contact VGLD, and we'll the process is very smooth after that. So, and you'll love the experience. Okay, moving on. First of all, what does the FIA qualification include? So it is ACCA diploma in accounting and business, and it's considered RQF level 4, right? So there are different levels of education in the international fraternity, which is UK, Europe, Canada, and all the Western. So there is RQF level. So it's considered level 4 qualification, right? What is the eligibility for the ACCA FIA? Minimum, you have to be 16 years of age. I can tell you, one of my student, he is not even 18, and he came through the FIA route, and he already, he's now giving the professional level papers. You should be qualified secondary level of education, which means your class 10th. And obviously we prefer that you have commerce stream, because that's where you get the synergy. When I say synergy, what does it mean? Synergy means basically, so there you have to study accounts, there you have to study business studies, there you have to study economics, which is there in the management accounting part and the BT part, and there you have to study accounts. So those subjects are covered in your FIA, right? And FIA is a lot, the level of questions and the level of examination is a lot higher compared to your school level. So you'll be able to, doing while you are in the CBSC, it prepares you for both. It prepares you in both ways, right? Yes. More questions, or we can move? Yes, Neeraj. Neeraj, Abhijit, Abdul. Guys, come on. I'm waiting for your questions. Okay, there are more people. Anu, Abhijit, Neeraj, Riya, Sanya, Shivam. Yes, guys. And trust me, once you join ACCA, we are going to meet more often. You'll be meeting more teachers who are qualified. So one of the things that we always maintain is we have qualified teachers. We've got, a team that is, fully dedicated to help you get through those 13 exams and get you that certificate that you want. And even we offer you placement assistance. So, I mean, that kind of thing, once you'll come in, you really love the experience, right? So there are 3 exams that you need to clear to receive the FIA or the diploma in accounting and business and move to the applied skills level, which is foundations in accounting in business, which is now business and technology, foundations in financial management, and foundations in financial accounting. So I'll explain you each of these. Financial accounting, it's regular accounts. Financial management is kind of your management accounting, and accountant in business is your regular, it's also called business and technology. It's your regular, economics is there, then business communication is there. So it's a mix of your economics and business studies syllabus, right? So you master them both. CA versus ACCA, which is better? I have ever since I qualified ACCA, I have tried to never get into that argument, Abhishek, because when you compare two qualifications, you cannot put one down and the other other up. So I mean, I don't think you gain anything. So will you say that someone who's done CA does not have the kind of knowledge that you need? I would not say that. If someone who's done ACCA, he does not have the kind of knowledge that you need in the world, in the corporate world, I would not say that. But making these comparisons, it's you're just wasting your time, because people who've completed ACCA, they are doing good, they are working, they are earning very well. People who've done CA, they are also doing the same. But yes, the difference, if you ask me the difference between the two courses, it's that ACCA is a much structured course, which gives you the flexibility to give just one examination at a time. It's quite a structured course, right? You can appear for one paper at a time. Also in CA, your work experience only counts if you worked under a CA. But in ACCA, your work experience counts even if you've not worked under a CA, you worked with a company, you can just get it signed off by any qualified accountant, right? So don't get into CA versus ACCA. I would say check what is the difference and what suits you. And definitely ACCA is the new upcoming thing, because ACCA, even big fours, they promote their employees to complete ACCA. They are giving out scholarships. They're promoting their employees. So once you are in big four, suppose you do FIA with us, you come to big four, then your entire education with us, that might get subsidized with the kind of scholarships that you get. And there are more than 7,500 approved employers of ACCA across the globe. If I tell you in India, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Tech Mahindra, Kotak Mahindra, big fours are there. Then there is Epic PE in Noida. Then there is GI outsourcing is there. Paper Chase is there. Then QuickBooks is there. Then San Martin is there. Then I mean, so many companies are there. I don't even remember their names. And the kind of staff that they need, they are not able to get that, right? So start thinking on those lines. Suppose you start your career at the age of 18. By 30, you are the director of an organization. Or by 25, 26. My ex-boss, when I used to work at I used to work with a New York listed company. It was a fund. We used to manage that fund. I was a deputy manager into finance. It was a pharma related fund. So we used to invest in pharma companies. And that guy, he was a CPA. He was 3 years younger to me. And if I'm going to tell you his package, you're not going to believe his package. He was CPA, he was ACCA also. He was doing CPA, he was ACCA also. He was 3 years younger to me. And the kind of package that he had, because he started his career very early. The one thing that he did was he started his career very early. So that is one thing that I advise everyone. Start your career early. Start paying for yourself. Start building some assets, which is the most important thing. I know people who started working at 18, and by the time they were 40, they just left working because they were financially free. So the earlier you start, the better it is. And FIA route is, I think, the key to that. Okay. I'm doing BCom from DU. Then yes, obviously BCom from DU gives you the 4 exemptions. So if you're doing BCom from DU, you'll get the 4 exemptions. You can definitely do ACCA. CA qualification is rated higher than ACCA. I don't think so. because average CA, a lot of my CA friends are there who are having the same kind of package as I am having. Lot of my ACCA friends are there who are, I'll tell you about one of the people I know, and it's a company from Delhi only. And this guy, he completed his ACCA in 2016 and he became a director in that company. It's a Delhi based firm and consulting company, and his package is 35 lakhs per annum. And at his age, I've not seen any CA earn that kind of package. So if you're talking about, who's rated higher, you are going to be rated higher or lower. You make the qualification. And you can see in the chat box, ma'am has given jobs for ACCAs. Jobs for ACCAs. And, just go to ACCA Global, go to LinkedIn, and you will see there is abundance of jobs. So when you say that X is rated higher than Y, it could be that, one person is not, so it could be that a CA is not doing as well as an ACCA. At some other place, an ACCA might be doing much better than CA. And if you look at India and Gulf countries, ACCAs are, they are at par with CAs and sometimes even more. BCom plus regular plus ACCA. Obviously, BCom regular, if you have the option, if you have the kind of flexibility in your life to do BCom regular, you should do BCom regular. But if you want to start your career earlier, suppose you want to start working right after class 12, which FIA route enables you. So then you can go for the SOL plus ACCA. So, what I say, that for jobs, I talk to so many CFOs, I can tell you, and they say, just get me 3 things in a person. You are saying CA, CPA, ACCA, CMA. CFOs have, I can tell you, my own students are CFOs. So I have that privilege to, be a teacher to them. But, they say 3 things. Get me someone with good communication, someone with good Excel, and any certification. CA, ACCA, CPA. Get me any certification, and I'm going to hire. Ultimately it is you. When we do FIA route, ACCA, what we are preparing you is to go there, deliver. But ultimately, who has to deliver? It is you who has to deliver. We cannot, this qualification will not make you deliver on the job front. It is you who has to go there, who has to make a lasting impression. Yes, Ria, you can type in your comments. Avijit is saying, what is the opportunity of getting international jobs? So, one thing is for sure, I can tell you from my own experience that I have had like 4 or 5 international job offers after ACCA. There are reasons that I never went for them, but they were there. They were definitely there. So, getting a good job offer after ACCA, an international job offer, is not something that you should not think of. Also, the second thing, once you get a direct, one is that you get a direct job offer. Secondly, what you can get is, you get into a big 4. These big 4s have network all around the globe, all around the world. So one of my very good friends, he's now, I think, assistant manager in EY Dublin, which is Ireland, and he was assistant manager in EY India. So he switched to Dublin. He went at the associate level, but the salary was, I think, comparatively better. And then he is now an assistant manager over there. So, jobs are obviously there. And let me tell you one thing, India is going to be the global finance hub of the world. India is going to be the world's office. When you look at India, people look at India and say that, Indians are smart, Indians are hardworking, Indians have that kind of, the will to, the hunger we have, because we've been a poor nation for very long, and that's why Indians have the hunger. So we Indians, we can go anywhere and shine in the entire world. But now the world is coming to India. The entire world is coming to India, setting up offices, setting up back offices, HSBC, and Bank of America, in Mastercard. All of these companies have their offices in India. So yeah, there are plenty of opportunities. Let's move on to the next slide. Now, foundations in AB. So this is about the subjects you will develop knowledge, understanding of business and environment, and influence this has on how organizations are structured, and on the role of accounting and other key business functions in contributing to the efficient, effective, and ethical management. And so it's about this subject. Then foundations in financial management or management accounting. So it's got more to do with costing. It's got a lot of very interesting logical concepts, which is used for decision making by CFOs, by finance directors all over the world, right? Then there is financial accounting. Obviously, it is the accounts that you study. So double entry accounting techniques, asset, liability. So different things you'll be taught, right, relating to financial accounting. Okay, can you please share this discussion recording on my email? So, you can check the VGLD YouTube channel, and this discussion will be surely uploaded over there very quickly. As soon as possible, it is going to be uploaded. So you can subscribe to the channel, go watch the videos. So you'll find a lot of videos, lot of very good, useful, helpful videos, Avijit, right? So rather than sharing something on email, what you can do, you can keep up with us for updates, right? Now what after FIA? After FIA, there are two levels. One is the applied skills level, and second is the professional level. Okay. Siddheshwar is asking. Siddheshwar, I suppose you are from Maharashtra. Siddheshwar Bhosle. Sir, class will be in English or Hindi. So we are conducting classes as per international level, and that is why the classes are going to be in English. So that, because ultimately you have to write your exam in English, and English is the global language. Like IFRS, the how much fees of ACCA. So I think for the entire FIA level, what we are offering you 2 years of your subscription waiver. So there's a subscription that you have to pay. So for 2 years while you are in school, we offer you a waiver from our side, which is a scholarship that we are offering for you to join ACCA, right? And the entire fees for the FIA level is very, very, nominal, just 23,500, which includes your subscription we have completely waived, which includes 3 exams preparation, right? Mocks and everything, all the classes and everything that will be there, right? So 23,500 is the fees, and I think it will depend, it might vary, but as of now, that is the fees we have, that is the bracket. So 20. So you are also going to get scholarships and all if you register early. Suppose you register with us while we have this, this thing going on, while we are doing the early bird registrations for the FIA. So there is a very attractive discount that is going on. So for FIA, you are able to do it at a much affordable cost, right? Okay. So everyone's question is, sir, do we get jobs? So undoubtedly, ACCA qualification, it has attained wider recognition among Indian companies. If you look at last few years, it's considered to be at par with CA qualification. At par. So if I say it is at par, it means that one CA and ACCA, they get both. They get similar package because they have similar skills, knowledge, and employability. Awareness has also increased about the ACCA course, right? So if you look at an ACCA qualified person, is highly in demand, which I think I've already told you. IT companies, international banks, KPOs, even Indian companies like Kotak Mahindra Bank, they are keeping ACCAs. Big Fours, biggest employers of ACCA in India and the world. So big four organizations as a result of so Ind AS is followed in India, and it has been, it's been inspired from IFRS. So if you look at provisions in Ind AS and IFRS, you will see that and IFRS came before Ind AS. So it's inspired from IFRS only. Most of the provisions, they are interchangeable, and the demand has subsequently increased because of IFRS convergence. Because of the Ind AS, the demand has increased multifold, right? So there are more ACCA jobs than there were, and they are going to be created even more. So go to ACCA Global, jobs.accaglobal.com, and you'll find as many jobs as you can, not just in India. You can select location wise. Ma'am, can we show them the ACCA job portal?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I was going to suggest that. Just show the students live how many jobs are available at the moment directly from ACCA's website, and definitely that will be, many-fold where by the time they will graduate.
Definitely, ma'am. So let me just take you all to the ACCA Global Jobs website, which is jobs ACCA Global, jobs.acca global. So see, ACCA careers, choose from 38,948 live vacancies. I can assure you there are not more than 25 to 100 to 3,000 ACCAs in India. I think there'll be less. There won't be more. 2,500, and there are 40,000 job vacancies. So I can assure you, look at any sector you want to. So let's go to Asia Pacific. You can browse jobs by sector, by job role. Look at public practice, banking, financial. So public practice has the most number of jobs. Why? Because of the big fours. Big fours bring the maximum number of jobs. Okay, one very interesting question has come up. After ACCA qualification, there are any exemption for CPA Canada? So I think there was an MRA. There was an MRA with CPA Canada. With CPA US, there is a problem. The problem is that the CPA US, it just got 4 papers. So, but they do give you credit for ACCA. So the 130 credits that you need for CPA, that you get from ACCA, because obviously ACCA is considered to be a 3-year course. So along with your graduation, they do give you the credits, right? There are no exemption for CPA Canada. There is an MRA which gives you, I think, some flexibilities there. USA, Australia, I think CA ANS, which is the CA Chartered Accountants of Australia and New Zealand. You have the flexibility to get that CA ANS certificate. If you are ACCA and you are in Australia, you can get the CA without giving any exam. Similar is for the UAE. There is a UAE CA. UAE CA, there is mutual understanding between UAE CA and ACCA that if you're an ACCA member, you just fill up a form and you become automatically you become an UAE CA member, right? So let me show you some jobs which are there in Asia Pacific and specifically India, because we are talking from the Indian context. So we'll stick to India. Now, this is something this is a statistic that I've been following for very long. In the entire Asia Pacific region, if a country has maximum number of jobs, do you know which country? Look at India. 1,400 jobs in entire Asia Pacific. And this is just because they recognize that India is the best place to be, right? Why would I leave my family and everyone and settle somewhere else? At my level, I won't. Probably at your level, you would want to. So you've got jobs all across the globe, and maximum jobs in Asia Pacific is in India. Let me show you what jobs are there. Okay. First of all, executive, accounting and taxation. This is TMF Global, right? Then CIB, audit associate, JP Morgan Chase. So JP Morgan, I mean, in its own, it's a giant. The name itself is an institution. Again, Vice President, Financial Planning, JP Morgan. Treasury, CIO, Data Analyst. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, we're not able to see the screen that you shared for jobs. We can only see your PPT as of now.
Just a minute, ma'am. Can you see the screen now, ma'am?
Yes, now it's visible.
Okay, let me just show the statistic once more about the highest number of jobs being in India. So if you look at the Asia Pacific region, entire Asia Pacific region, the highest number of jobs are in India. 1400 jobs. It's not a joke. 1400, and I have seen this grow from, brick by brick. I've seen it grow. The number of jobs that are available in India for ACCAs. So executive accounting taxation, TMF group, Gurgaon, JP Morgan Chase. Look at that. JP Morgan in itself, it's a huge name. It's an institution in itself. Huge JP Morgan. Goldman, JP, these are the biggest investment banks, right? Then Vice President, Financial Planning and Analysis. So VP, this is a senior level job. Then Treasury CIO Analyst, JP Morgan. Again, JP has given so many jobs. JP Morgan's giving out so many jobs. Then again, Global Technology Controllers, Accounting Associate, JP Morgan. JP Morgan is like, I think they've bombarded this thing with so many jobs. I think the job front should be very, very clear now that there are jobs. And JP Morgan is an approved ACCA employer. JP Morgan being one of the largest investment banks, even they have taken the ACCA approved employer status, right? And which means that they are committed to employing the ACCAs, provided you have the skills and the qualification, right? And which we are going to help you develop. See, JP Morgan Chase, I think most of the jobs are from JP Morgan. This entire page is ruled by JP Morgan. And I don't think Goldman and JP Morgan, they are the two biggest banks. Again, quality assurance, disclosure of interest, business analyst, JP Morgan, global payments, JP Morgan, business analyst, again, all JP Morgan. And so many jobs. Then Vodafone is also hiring. That's an Indian entity. Yes, Vodafone. So they are also hiring in Pune. Then you got again JP Morgan. Then again Pune, Vodafone is hiring. Then again Vodafone is hiring. EY is hiring, one of the big fours. EY is one of the big fours. So EY is hiring, right? Assurance, again EY. Project Assurance Forensics, EY, Hyderabad. Mumbai, EY. Again, EY, KPMG, PwC, they are one of the biggest employers of ACCAs. Right? Yes, people. Okay. So I think the job front is there. I'll just paste the link in the chat section. So you can go check for these jobs. Check for jobs in your country as well as India, and anywhere that you are going to get jobs. So anywhere that you are, you're going to get jobs. So I'll just post the link. Okay. So you have the link now. You can go and check all these jobs. EY is there, right? Okay, one more page. Let's, the temptation is always there to check one more page. EY. I think JP Morgan and EY have posted a lot of jobs. EY, JP Morgan again. And these jobs are not very, very old jobs. I'll just show you. These are not very old. These are not very old. So let's see. Let's go into one of them and let's check the details. So the job is posted on 26th of August, which is today. It's not something that, 1 month ago they've posted and now the job would not be there. Oh my God, what has happened? No, they've just posted it today, and for 1 month you can apply if you have the relevant qualification and experience level is a director, right? Yeah, so that's that's quite relevant as far as you are concerned. And this 1400, I can assure you that by the time you clear ACCA, it is going to become 14,000. When we were doing ACCAs, this was not the sort of growth that we used to see in the ACCA jobs in India. This sort of growth has come recently, and it is because they have started to realize that ACCAs have the potential to become leaders. And internationally, they are already leading so many organizations, CEOs, CFOs, country heads, right? Okay, let's move back to the PPT and I think final closing things left. So ACCA jobs are obviously there. What are the jobs at different levels? So here is a small graphic for all of you. As I understand, okay, there is a question. ACCA exam evaluates the knowledge and competency to qualify. CA also sets a quota, how many would be qualified, hence clearing ACCA is more than CA. Again, that competition of that argument of ACCA versus CA would come, but I would say ACCA gives you much more flexibility. Also remember, if even it's not a very easy exam. If you look at P level exams, they are testing your knowledge. They are testing the way you are at your professional job, because there are 20 marks that are given for professional marks. 20 marks are given for professional marks. What does it mean? At how you're going to communicate, how you're going to evaluate, how you are going to analyze, how you are going to do the investigation, right? So those marks are given to you, right? So if you once you are an ACCA, I can assure you that once you clear P level, the world knows what you have done, because it is one of the most prestigious examinations all across the globe. If you talk to me about one exam which is the most prestigious across the globe, it is going to be ACCA. Look at any employer. They are going to value you for who you are, for what you've done in life once you are ACCA. Now see, what are the jobs at different levels? CFO, group accountant, compliance, governance officer, treasurer. Middle level, management accountant, business advisor, credit control manager, financial controller, risk manager, forensic accountant, insolvency practitioner. Entry level jobs, right after, even sometimes when you are in skill level, you get these jobs: accountant, internal auditor, tax accountant, financial analyst, business analyst, right? So those sort of jobs are definitely available. Now, sir, what are the companies hiring? Barclays, one of the big banks of the world, EP Administration, Morgan Stanley, Deloitte, Northern Trust, Amazon.in. The organizations which I've listed, almost at all of these organizations, some of my students, some of the people I've mentored, or some of the people I've spoken to, they are working. Deloitte, my friends are working. Amazon, my friends are working. Accenture, my very good friend is working. EP, again, my own, my someone I know very closely, they are working. EP hires ACCAs like anything. Grant Thornton, obviously a huge employer of ACCAs. Goldman, again, big employer. PwC, big employer. JP Morgan, I just showed you. EY, Citibank, Becker again, one of our valued partners. Standard Chartered, Wipro, ICICI Bank, Reliance, the Times Group, Bennett Coleman, right? IBM. So all of these companies, I mean, I can assure you that someone I know works at either of these companies. From my experience, I'm telling you. Okay, next. Starting salary for an affiliate. So there is a distinction between an affiliate and a member. So if you are an affiliate means that you have no experience. You've only cleared 13 papers. So starting salary would be 6 lakh, 5 to 6 lakh. Even though your work experience is 0. But if you are a member, which means you've completed 3 years, so your average salary is 10 lakh per annum. That is the kind of salary you can expect. And ACCA salary in India is now at par with chartered accountants, with CAs, right? Because obviously the skill set is similar. In some cases, I would say the practical aspect of ACCA, you know, the best thing about ACCA, you'll not find this in any other course in India. The best thing about ACCA is that you don't have to learn anything. You don't have to, mug. When I say learn, it's not about, understanding. It's about you don't have to mug up anything ever in the entire 13 paper journey. You'll never have to mug up anything. Even, taxation paper, which is, people say that you should remember, you should remember that. They give you the provisions and they say apply it. They want to check because they know that in this day and age, you have Google at your disposal. Why do you need to mug up things? So that is one thing where ACCA stands out. Now, fees payable to ACCA is per paper is 84 UK pounds. Annual subscription fees, which is 116 UK pounds per year. We are waiving that for you for first 2 years. Then registration fees plus your coaching fees to VGLD will be 23,500. Annual subscription fee will be waived off for the next 2 years. Okay. Now, sir, what do I get when I am with VGLD? So first of all, the VGLD experience, which is smoothness, seamless. You get registered with ACCA, you get online live and recorded classes. So once you've seen the class live, you also have the facility to again watch it recorded, because every class is recorded with the intent that, you might, we expect you to have attendance, 100% attendance in the live class. But in case if you miss, then you should not be at loss. LMS access is there with unlimited, unlimited views. You can go into your LMS, you can check your notes, you have those notes. Then there is exclusive BPP software to students with inbuilt foreign faculty lectures. So what we've done, we've come up with a new thing where you have foreign faculties teaching you. Apart from our own lectures, we've with along with BPP, who is our valued partner as far as the study material is concerned. So they've provided you lectures of foreign faculties. So you are getting, actually for each paper, you are getting 2 faculties. One is the faculty from India who's going to take up everything that you have, take up your doubts, teach you in a live class. And you have a foreign faculty who's given you lectures, and there is an inbuilt platform. There is also there is also a test platform which is there, right? Also, we give you the opportunity to network with mentors and alumni, because we have the largest network of alumni all across the world, not just India. Because, as our founder, Vinod Gupta sir, he's known as tax guru. He's the Bhishma Pitama when it comes to tax. So, and his number of students that he's taught, it runs into lakhs and lakhs. So we've got the largest mentor and alumni network. So we give you access to that as well. So that has been it's been wonderful talking to all of you. I'll leave it to ma'am now to enlighten you all a bit. I've tried. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll surely see you very, very soon. Thank you. Ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, Abhijit. Yeah. And I'm open for any question. Please. Lavish has joined. I'm open for any questions that you have. Please feel free to, send your questions.
Guys, I just want to inform you that presently for students who've just passed the 10th standard, and have received more than 90% results, there is a special, scheme going on by VGLD, wherein the registration fees for 23,500 has also been discounted. The only thing that you need to show is your result for class 10th. So I've just dropped down the number in the chat box. You can reach out to the team and just, kickstart your journey to be a global CA.
And while we were in class 10, we did not have this kind of opportunity. So I think the fact that such an opportunity exists now for all of you, it's a huge thing. And with the kind of scholarships that we are giving, you can substantially reduce the cost of your qualification. And once your cost is reduced, your ROI increases. So when everyone will talk to you about ROI, return on investment. So when you reduce your cost, your ROI increases. So please register for this, get your marks, and I think most of you will have those marks. Please get your scholarships, and this is the best thing that could have happened. Yes, ma'am. I think that's it from my side, ma'am.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Satyat, for explaining it so wonderfully well to the students. And for any queries, please feel free to reach out to the team at VG Learning. We're all there to assist you. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, guys. Bye, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.